said, it's just going to be pip3 install and then Robin stocks, and it'll be really quick. And I already have it installed, so that's why it's like that. And now the first thing we want to do is we're going to want to set up the two-factor authentication so we can actually have access to our account. So what I've got going right here is this right here. You'll want to import the library, and I'll just call it as Robin, make it a little bit shorter. Most of the documentations and the examples are just R, but I decided to do it as Robin. And you want to type in your email and your password into this login function. And when you do that, and then you need to do Python 3.8 or whatever version of Python you're running, like I said, and then just the name of the file. And then if you run that, it's going to actually give a little bit of an output differently than mine, because mine's already set up for the two-factor authentication, but it's going to ask you for a certain code. So for us to figure out that code, you're going to want to go onto the Robinhood website, and you're going to click on account and click on settings. In the settings, we'll click on security, then right here, the two-factor authentication. Click on that, and then what you're going to do is click on. And when you click on, you'll have this authentication app. So we're making our own application. And you'll click next, and when you click next, it'll have a QR code, but we can't read a QR code like that. So there's going to be something that says can't scan it. And right here below, you click can't scan it, and when you do that, it'll give you a number. You can go ahead, it's going to be a mix of numbers and letters. You can go ahead and copy that. So now that you've got that copied, here's the next step. We're going to put it into the system so we can actually go ahead and import a different library, PYOTP. If you don't have this library installed, if it says it's missing, you can install it the exact same way that you installed it right here. Just do PYOTP, and now we're going to send in the code that we just got as such. So right here is where you'll be copying the code. So now when you run the program, it's going to come out a little bit differently. It's going to send in this thing, and then it's going to give you a different number. And that number, I believe, is going to be a 5-digit number, then a space, and another 5-digit number. And you just want to make sure you don't want to share any of these things with anybody. So now when you run the code one more time, it will print that out, and you just want to be able to save that as well. So you want to save this number and that number, and of course you should know your email and your password. And from there, I got a simple way of putting it all up. This right here is just reading in my own key and my own code and my own email and password, just so it's not displayed for anyone, so you guys can go ahead and do it yourself. It's basically just a text file, and in the text file, the first line is the key, and the key is the one that you got from the website. And then the second line is your email, the third line is your password, and the fourth line is the code. The code is what should have just been outputted if you had ran the last thing. And then right here, we'll do PYO2P, you send in the key, and then for login, it's a little bit different. Right here is the MFA code, and then right here you pass in the code. So now you should be able to actually access your Robinhood account. So the first step of accessing it, let's go ahead and let's set up a function where you can send in a ticker and it'll tell you the price. And we'll just call the variable ticker. And then in here, we'll do R equals robin.get latest price, and we'll pass in the ticker. And now we'll just want to print it out to format it to make it look a little bit nice. We'll do ticker upper to make it uppercase. And now as so. And let's pass it in as a string to make sure it's going to work. Close that right there. And this right here should just be able to pull the ticker, and then it'll print it out as such. So now let's actually go ahead and run the function to see if everything's working. We'll make it a little bit of an argument way, so we'll pass in an argument. So ticker will equal to system arg v, and it'll be the first argument, which would be 0. And we'll pass it in as upper as well, just to make sure everything's like that. And quote ticker. And we're going to want to import system as well. Import sys. Now let's go ahead and try that right there. Apple. So here's the Apple stock, and we can go ahead and pull it. There we can see it's right there. It's 119 bucks. So let's go ahead and Robinhood ourselves, and let's check out Apple. There it is right there. And so as we can tell, it has changed. So there it is, 119. So it's going to change every single second, basically. It depends on the stock, how volatile it is, how much volume there is in trading. But yeah, it's real time. It pulls the information as you go. You can do the same thing for Google. Like I said, you don't need to uppercase it or lowercase it because the script already changes that for us. And right there, Google, 1758. And let's check that out right here. It's Class C stock, and 1756. So it pulled it real time. It's just changing. As you see, there was a dip right there. It was around there that we got it. And now that we've got that, I'm going to show you the last two functions that are actually very simple for selling and buying the stock. So right here is the first function. It's for buying, and we're just going to do a Robin.order by market, and then the ticker itself, and then the amount. So that's all this function is going to be doing. You send in the ticker, you send in the amount, and Robinhood on its own is going to figure out if you're capable of buying it. It's going to figure out if you can, and if it goes through, it buys it. And I'll send you a notification on the website. I'll send you a notification in your email and on your phone. If you have the app installed, it'll just pop up on your phone and say that you bought it. And selling works the exact same way. So instead of order by market, you just do order sell market. Of course, there's tons of other ways for trading. There's more specific. You can do option trading as well. You can also put in an order to make it so you can say you're going to buy it at a certain price. But for this video, we're just covering over the very basic stuff. So as you can see right here, the sell, it works the exact same way. You ticker the amount. It's just order, sell, and market. And now we're going to set up a few more argument things. So instead of just sending in the argument for the ticker, we'll send in an argument saying if you want to buy it or sell it and the amount. And what we want to do that, first of all, we want to check if there are arguments for this. We just want to check if there's an argument for the buy or the sell, and if there's an argument for the amount, so we don't get any sort of errors. And then we can save these variables right here under account. Under action and amount, the action will be buy or sell, and the amount will be how much we're buying or selling it by. And I'll just copy this right in here. Just remove that. Remove that. So now just going to check for the action, and if it's buy, it'll buy it. Print out that it's buying it, and if it's selling, it'll sell it. And with these prints out right here, it's just a little bit more data. If there's any sort of error, I'll tell you as well. But to know for sure that if a bought or sell, it'll ding your phone, and you'll really know for sure. So let's go ahead and check this right again. It's Apple, and let's go ahead and find a stock that we can quickly buy. That's something cheap. So I got this one right here, RWT, Redwood Trust. It's down a little bit, and we're just going to go ahead and buy it just to show that we can. So it's at 866 RWT. RWT, buy one. Buying. And I just got a notification on my phone showing that I bought it. I'll take a screenshot so I can share that here on the screen. And here on the website, let's just click back to the home page, and it shows we have one share. So now, I don't want to day trade. Day trading means you buy and sell the same stock in the same day. And if you do that, there's only a certain amount of times you can do that in a week. So I'm going to go ahead and sell a different stock. I'll sell this WPX. I have 5 of them. Let's go ahead and sell 2 of them. And right there. So I'm going to cause PDT designation. Here, let's see what that's about. Gave an error. I think I actually got a notification about this, the WPX. The WPX is one of the ones I got for free, and I think it didn't want me to trade it. It was saying something like that. So let's just go ahead and sell this NEO. So, oh, actually, I didn't even change that. Your WPX 2. That's why. Okay, that's my bad. I was trying to sell 2. I only had 1. I didn't change it to WPX. So now the WPX is right there. And I just got a notification on my phone showing it was sold. I'll screenshot that, share it to you guys. And just reload the page. There's 5 shares. And it's reloading. And there it is, 3 shares. So that's everything for this video. As you can see, it actually prints out a lot of data just right here. So you guys can actually go ahead and comb through the data to see what's actually in there. Along with this get latest price, there's tons of other functions. I'll have